Hello everyone, my name is Ziamaro and welcome to Battlerite Sage. Today we continue our two-parter about supports. Yesterday we talked about why and when a support should be dealing damage. Today let's focus more on the other side of things. What about when you're playing with a support? What can you do as a damage dealer to get the most out of playing alongside a support champion? I'll be throwing in some other stuff along the way, but let's focus on peeling. First off, what is peeling? I'm going to do a Battlerite Basics video about peeling in depth at some point, maybe this week, but in a nutshell, let's give you a scenario. The enemy Shifu is just endlessly focusing someone on your team, giving them absolutely no room to breathe. The best thing you can do in this situation is peel the Shifu off your teammate by rooting them, knocking them back, fearing them, or some other kind of crowd control. So at this point, you're probably thinking, but Zio, shouldn't we be peeling for all our teammates, not just the support? And the short answer is yes, but why is it important to peel for your supports in particular? It's not because we're delicate little snowflakes who need more attention than anyone else, and it's also not because we don't have self-peels. I mean, Paloma has her fear, Pearl can space around for days if you take the right Battlerites, and Xander? Well, yeah, don't really need to say much more about him. But the reason you need to pay a little more attention to peeling for your support is kind of in the name. A support's job is to support you. And if they need to use all their support abilities to keep themselves alive, they're not going to be supporting you. I have actually brought this up in a video before, but I strongly believe that as a support, your heals and your barriers are for your team. Your mobility and your CC should be used to avoid damage in the first place. So in an ideal world, you shouldn't need to heal yourself. In reality, of course, you're going to take damage and you're going to need to heal yourself from time to time. And likewise, you're going to need to barrier and other side yourself. However, if your teammates can actually peel for you, you might not need to use your other side and such on yourself. So to answer the question, why should you peel for your supports? Well, if you want barriers on other side, then you're going to have to peel for them. For example, if a Croak stuns you and I'm playing Paloma, I'm gonna other side you to stop the subsequent burst. But if a Croak stuns me, what happens? I just have to take the full brunt of the damage, which means I'm going to be playing very defensively for a while afterwards. Again, this means less healing and support for the damage dealers, because your support is playing safe. So instead, if you peel, your support can continue to play further up and do their job. So, what's the best way to peel? Honestly, it depends on which champion you're playing. Quite often, it's easier for ranged champions to peel for their support because they don't need to disengage from a fight to do so like a melee might have to. Quick side note actually, if you're a support and you're playing with an all melee team, try and push up a little bit further so they can actually peel for you. There's not a lot a melee can do for you if you're way in the back. So let's say you play Ashka. You could use your pushback to give your support some space. Or you could put your stun volcano down to stun whoever's on them. Or even you could just put enough damage into the enemy to force them back. If you play Jade, you've got a ton of options. Her energy abilities are brilliant for peeling. First of all, you've got your EX Snipe, which roots an enemy. And that's actually an ability that's really underused at low levels. So you should start learning to use that if you're not already. And then you've got your EX Stealth, which gives an AoE shield, which is very useful for the support. Or you can use your R ability and just knock someone back. Every champion has a way to peel for their healers, so if you know your champion well enough, you'll know which abilities those are. So just like my other side and my heals are for you, you need to think about your roots and peels being for your teammates and not just for yourself. Even as a melee, you have ways to peel for your team. Bako and Thorn's space abilities are both great for peeling. Plus, think about it this way, if a melee is on your support, there's a good chance that that person has already used their gap closers to get there, so you might even get some free and easy damage onto them. Some champions are not quite so good for peeling due to their role in a fight. Raigon, Freya, and to some extent Shifu are not so great for peeling. A lot of their value in a fight comes from harassing the enemy support. And they're actually the main culprits that need to be peeled off your support, funnily enough. Shifu is a little bit more flexible because he has the easy to land in cap, and he can even pull someone off the support with the Shift E. If you play one of these harasser champions, just be aware when your team doesn't have a champion who can peel. If your team is Raigon, Freya, and insert any support here, one of you is gonna have to peel for the support from time to time. I know it's not normally your role in a balanced comp, but there are always exceptions. I know there's already so much to think about, but before the game starts, just think to yourself, does the enemy have a champion that I'm gonna need to peel? And what abilities should I save for peeling? If you're getting focused by a champion that can harass you, you should absolutely expect another side or barrier from your support once you're out of escapes. But remember, if you're expecting that, the support won't have the barrier for themselves. So just remember to return the favour from time to time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please feel free to subscribe for more Battlerite guides, news and discussion. And if you're watching this on the day it goes out, then I'm streaming tonight at 7:30 GMT on twitch.tv/BattleriteSage. Until next time, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.